and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing. Here, continuing on with the Season 2. So we've got Race 3, the return of one of the fan favourites. We are back at DK Mountain. So I don't think there's been too many changes to this since the last time we raced it. Looking pretty much the same, but then again I don't think it needed any changes from the form it was in anyway. So a quick look around, just as a reminder of what to expect. Of course, this shortcut that caused a lot of controversy in the pre-season. See how many people can get a good run and cut through there. Do we have use of the new water block potentially going on down here? I don't think it is. I think this might be a paint instead, but looks interesting. Works just as well. So before we get started, of course, we will have the predictions, just like we have had before. So we're going to get the races in, and we're going to start up the predictions and then go through the grid. So start prediction. Once again, it will be how many are going to DNF. We'll give 2 minutes for this prediction. And we'll get that running. So that prediction is now active for 2 minutes. Then make sure to get predicting before the race starts. See how many people you think will DNF on DK Mountain this time around. And while we do that, let's take a look through the grid. So we have Sawyer, Blockmaster, Christopher and Andrew starting on the front row. Of course, it's a reverse grid of the previous race, as it always is. You can see further back. We have McWave starting on the back row. There'll be a bit of time to gain from back there. About halfway through the prediction time. So I will also say, if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe. We do have quite a lot of viewers that aren't subscribed to the channel, and subscribing will help the channel out and will help me out a lot and help me bring even better and more content in the future. And of course, head over to Twitch to watch these races live and potentially take part in a future season. Where are you? Would you there? Just over halfway through the first grid piece. So about a quarter of the time left on these predictions. Make sure to get them in before the time runs out. Ten seconds left on that. This should be a good race. 12 laps around DK Mountain. And that is the predictions finished, so we can get started with the race. Let's start the countdown. Make our way up to the front of the grid for the start. See how they approach the first corners. So Andrew trying to jump into the lead, but Christopher's gonna sneak in front, hitting into the spinners. Bit of a battle here at the top for Christopher, Zach and Poms. See everyone else piling through. Shady having a lot of trouble in the launch point. It's going to get themselves stuck along with Jenny. Jenny's got moving again. Shady will be at the back. Got a couple of slow runners going up there, but onto the mountain up at the front. Marley is having some trouble. Shax with a bad bounce backwards, but gets saved by Blockmaster. Looks like Alice has made some good positions here and is now in second behind Andrew. They make their way past the boulders. Will anyone get the shortcut on the first lap? Andrew flying straight in. Alice, School of Thugs doing the same. Alice actually with the better run will get in front of Andrew. Tokyo's done it. Jake's done it with a good one. James with a bounce backwards. Carol's got it. Wood with a shortcut. A good run off it as well. Quite a few people coming through the shortcut here. Armtech gaining a few places around that main pack. TJ with a good landing. Bouncing in front of the group. And Akane as well, making up some time that's been lost early on. So quite a few shortcuts on this first run around. Let's head up to the front pack and see what's going on. So School of Thugs is now in the lead, heading around the mountain, and Andrew and Alice follow. Wood thinking it's going to be a bad race, but good early shortcut could have helped. And there's plenty of chances on the remaining laps to get them shortcuts again. So we see Andrew having some trouble. Alice is chasing down School of Thugs. Tokyo, Jake and Carol are together. We've got Muffin, Snorker, Blockmaster and Wood making up the top 10. It looks like Carol managed to get the shortcut, a bit of a bounce. School of Thugs has just got back in front. Minnie, James and Blockmaster with a shortcut. Demon just missing out on the rebound. Harry drops down. Shona could be on track, but isn't. TJ gets through. Stanky gets through in dirt, getting through the shortcut. Beefcake dropping in as well, causing some trouble for Poms, bouncing them backwards. See Cheese with a lot of speed through that corner, but getting held up, gets a bit of an assist from Armtech. But back up to the top of the mountain, Alice is in the lead. Blockmaster getting pushed by Alice, going to slow them down, and School of Thugs is going to get past them. The bump there is going to hold Blockmaster up, meaning Minnie could try and get a run down the inside, but losing speed into the next corner means Muffin and Carol will be right behind them. The School of Thugs and Blockmaster gaining on Alice, especially with Alice hitting some obstacles. Now shortcut chance. Alice and School of Thugs in the shortcut, getting quite a few shortcuts in this race. Quite a few people taking that shortcut this time around. So across the bridge, School of Thugs in the lead. Alice second, Blockmaster third, and currently with the fastest lap. See Quack in the background getting through the shortcut. Looks like Westport will do the same, trying to drop in front of Demon, but doesn't quite make it work. Will be behind James. You see Budo and Side Effects going through the shortcut. Budo being the controversial racer in the in the pre-season, taking the shortcut lap after lap. But not doing too well in season 1, and currently not so well in season 2. But Alice in the lead. Blockmaster with the fastest lap still is in second. Poms is in trouble, stuck on one of the boulders. And just as Demon said, Alicia on the leaderboard to Wood. Wood is no longer on the leaderboard. Or no longer in the top 20. But we are still in early areas of the race, and much could change. Muffin just missing out on the shortcut, but just holds in front of Snorker. So Jake will get through. That'll put them up to third. You see Alice chasing Blockmaster down to the line. Armtech in the shortcut. Poms in the shortcut, but a lap down. Mario Hunter gets it as well. It's like Demon's going for it. Does make it this lap. And will be just behind Carol. See Adam, Westport, Cutsy and Space Comet dropping down. Logan as well. Looks like Zor will go for it in between Jenny and Baz. So a few people getting the shortcut. Then at the back, see Pesky Bird looking like they could actually get lapped by the front runners. Blockmaster moving up into the lead, still holding that fastest lap. The pack really spreading out here. A lot of our focus is probably going to be around the shortcut area. So that shortcut has pushed Demon up to 11th, now to 12th. Looks like Wood is gaining positions on the leaderboard as well. A lot of positions changing around quite quickly here. Jake and Alice now side by side battling for position. Minnie gets a bit stuck. Push from School of Thugs. Muffin just behind. A lot of people dodging the shortcut this time around. Looks like Marley will go for it. That would be a good position gain. Same with Beefcake. Dazza gets it and Space Comet gets it. So they will be gaining quite a few positions. Christopher with a good run off the shortcut. Dom getting through. McWave blocking Shax and using that to their own advantage. As we head up to the top of the mountain once again, see the front runner. Looks like Beefcake set a fastest lap in that lap. Alice chasing down Blockmaster, a good run down the mountain. As we are halfway through this race. So Beefcake now up to third. That fastest lap has done really well for them. They can get a shortcut again. This could be a chance to jump into the lead, but Muffin gets past them, moving up to third. Beefcake trying to get into the shortcut without the booster assistance. It does not work. You'll have to do what School of Thugs is doing, but Adam blocks them out, meaning Adam's going to gain a few positions from that. It looks like they'll move up to second. Mario getting the drop down in front of Muffin. Looks like Demon with a bit of a slowdown is going to get caught by the main pack, two of which managed to get the shortcut. Quack having some trouble on the obstacle. TJ is going to dodge all of that trouble and go straight into the shortcut. So head round to the first couple of corners, as we haven't been in this area for a while, with all the action over by the shortcut in the mountain. Alice currently in second, Adam up to third. Muffin into fourth, Mario fifth. It looks like the fastest lap just got taken by Barto, who's just moved onto the leaderboard and is up into 19th. So a big lap for Barto. See Armtech having some trouble getting going out of the cannon. Everyone else is making their way into it. Storm King having some trouble as well. So you see some of the back runners just coming across the bridge. Pesky Bird still not quite being lapped, but trailing behind. See Jake has moved up into first now. Adam just behind. Alice is going for the shortcut but just misses it. That could have been what they needed to get into first. Mario pulls it off. Carol pulls it off, but with a much better line, meaning Carol will move up to first. Mario in second. Jake moves down to third. Muffin trying to go around the outside of Alice but doesn't make it work. Minnie with a bounce, blocking Wood and Dirt Monster. He'll gain a couple of positions there. It looks like Blockmaster is off the track. Not sure how this has happened or where this has happened, but they have gone very far off the track. Pesky Bird in trouble, losing momentum there. A little push from the spinner gets them going again. But it looks like they are going to get lapped by Jake. Looks like Beefcake and Mario will lap them as well. They head up to the mountain. Beefcake side by side with Jake. It'll be about this drop and a hit off the spinner for Jake. It's going to be bad news for them. Skyline is off into the rocks. So that's race over for them. Beefcake pushing Pesky, but trying to push them off the edge of the cliff and get them out of the way, as they are slowing Beefcake down and will be costing them time. So Adam and Jake will be trying to close them down. But Adam now fighting with Beefcake for his position. Jake's going to come through but get held up by the spinner. A bit of a hold up on the obstacle. One good shortcut here could make a big difference. Jake looks like they're going for it. They do. They get the drop down. But spinning backwards is going to cost them some time, but they do secure that first place. Carol's going to drop down as well. Doesn't quite make it past Beefcake. Goes for the lunge. Space Comet blocking Alice. Gains some positions as well. We see the main pack side by side. Demon getting held up slightly. Going to be blocked out from the shortcut. McWave dropping down, blocks Wood, but a rebound from Crimson means Wood does keep a position in front of McWave. The Harry dropping down in the background. Up towards the front, we are starting to lap more and more people. This could slow down our front runners a bit. But Jake with some open space up at the front, but Beefcake with a big launch is going to fly over Jake. Take that number 1 spot. Carol getting held up. But a backspin from Beefcake coming down the mountain loses them loads of momentum. But Jake's going to take that lead back. So it's a fierce battle up at the front for this number 1 spot. Here comes Carol trying to gain some time on them. They're heading through the boulders. Looks like there's been a bit of a pile up next to the spinner, and Carol's going to sneak through, taking the lead. Beefcake's going to get past Jake, but Space Comet is now right behind them. But quite a few people have caught up here. A couple of these are back runners that will get in the way. Marley with a big drop there is going to push them all the way up from 7th into 1st place. So a big move by Mario. Diamond Swords with a good drop as well. Will gain quite a few positions there. So Snorker's going to tuck in behind Demon and get the shortcut, and TJ gets it as well. No new fastest laps currently, so if the Barto is holding the fastest lap in 11th. As long as they hold that and stay in the points, that will be 1 extra point for them at the end of this race. Beefcake trying to go for a lunge on Carol, but does just get blocked out. It will be side by side going into the cannon. Looks like Carol is carrying extra speed though. But they do have Wolf and Pesky Bird to deal with. Then Marley making their way down the mountain. Carol just coming out of the corner. Good speed. Beefcake losing a bit of momentum, which means Space Comet could make some time upon them. See Alice and Diamond Swords flying down. Diamond Swords getting past Jake, but Alice not quite making it. Going for a lunge up the inside, but hitting one of the spinners. Space Comet's in some trouble as well, so Diamond Swords gains 2 positions there. But Jake holds Space Comet back. So Marley still in 1st. Barto dropping to 20th on the brink of point scoring positions. Wolf getting a bit stuck there, getting the shortcut, but they are a lap down. But Beefcake also getting the shortcut. Marley just having enough momentum to keep in front of them. Space Comet dropping to the shortcut, and so is Alice, so they will get a few positions gained there. Then Space Comet up into 3rd and Alice into 4th. So on to lap 11. Marley in the lead, Space Comet 2nd, Beefcake 3rd. We've seen Barto dropping out of point scoring positions. We'll have a look back and see what is going on at this shortcut point. We're getting T-Dub and Logan dropping into the shortcut. They're going to need to get the shortcut on these last couple of laps if they want any chance of scoring some good points. Currently Harry being our 20th place competitor. Dazza having some trouble holding Harry up, so Budo's going to go for a lunge. So is Barto. Barto flying up with lots of momentum. Getting past Adam, getting past Armtech, getting past Dom. Big position gains for Barto there, trying to get some points. Keep hold of that fastest lap, but hit on the spinner on the way down. Harry carrying a bit more speed, but is going to hit the wall. Barto blocking Armtech back. So there's still some battles going on further down in the main pack as well. But there is also a battle still raging up at the front as Space Comet is up into the lead. Alice getting a drop in the shortcut to get 2nd. Marley now dropping to 3rd. Jake dropping down after moving down a few positions to 8th. That'll put them up to 4th in front of Beefcake. We go back to 30 races. Nope. But I know there's less competition then. More chance of getting up into the points. Was anyone else further back going to get into the shortcut, try and get up into the points? Does not look like it. Baz getting a bit stuck. It's like Cutsy's going to gain some positions. Still too far out from a point scoring position. So on our final lap, let's watch our front runners. Space Comet currently with a really big lead coming round the final lap. There's a battle going on for second between Marley, Jake and Alice. And they have two back runners that could hold back School of Thugs and Beefcake from a chance at the top 3. Now can anyone up at the front get into the shortcut and try and take a look at first? It looks like Jake will get in the shortcut, but it's not enough. It's too little too late. Space Comet is going to hold the lead, coming across the bridge down to the finish line. So Space Comet will take the win. Looks like Jake will take second. See Mario in the background going for a late shortcut. Alice finishing just in front of Marley. A School of Thugs, Harry, Beefcake, Carol, Snorker, Zor, Armtech. We'll get a bit of a zoom out so we can see any shortcuts in the background. Actually, Beefcake, Carol, Snorker, Zor, Dazza, Muffin, Mario, Diamond Swords, TJ, Mini, Barto, and still with the fastest lap. China in 18th, Budo 19th, and Dom in 20th to finish off our point scoring positions. You see everyone else making their way down to the finish line to secure their positions. Cheese looking for a late lunge on Cutsy, but isn't going to be enough. Big upsets in the chat. So a lot of action, a lot of fighting down to the end of this race, and a lot of position changes. It's like Shona's going for a late overtake on Storm King as a sprint down to the finish. No points rewarded for that, but it will affect your positions in the next race. May have been better not to make that overtake as it is a reverse grid order. So while we wait for everyone to finish up and the 60-second DNF countdown timer to finish, we will spectate our winner of today's race, the real Space Comet. So well done to them, a good run. Of course, King Barto looks like they've secured the fastest lap point in 17th. So I'm going to, well, first, I was going to say predictions, but we can't do predictions yet. So I'm going to do the leaderboards first. Get my order right. So I'm going to go over, fill in the results of this race. And then we'll be back in a couple of minutes with the leaderboard results and the prediction results as to how many DNFs we had this race. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with that. Alright, so the results are in. First, we will go down and see all the finishing positions of the race. See our top 20 down to our top 30, top 40, and down to the bottom. And we had 2 DNFs, not a big DNF race, only 2 this time around. So let's see if anyone got their prediction right. Prediction outcome. We did have a prediction on 1 to 5. It looks like it was Demon that got that right. So choose outcome 1 to 5, complete prediction. There we go. Prediction results are in. Yeah, well done to Demon on getting the prediction right. Once again, so far on a very good streak of predictions. And now we'll go over to the leaderboard standings. So after this race, Space Comet is in the lead with 45 points. Jake is not far behind with 42. Then we've got Carol in third with 32, so 10-point difference there. Then we've got Logan and McWave tied. Then Dom, then Magic and Harry are tied. And Adam and Zach are tied, and that makes up our top 10. Then below that we have Muffin, Wolf, Alice, Marley, Cheese, Beefcake, Zor, Dirt Monster, School of Thugs, T-Dub, James, Cloud Monkey, Shona, Snorker and Armtech. Still not a lot of points in it as we are early on, and there are plenty of races to go. As you can see down the left side, there are all the races in order that will be coming up, and the winner of each race so far. And of course the fastest lap on the right for King Barto. So an exciting race as always with DK Mountain, a lot of position changes, a lot of upsets and a lot of drama. Although I don't think quite so controversial this time around. But our next race is going to be Sewer Speedway, of course one of the more interesting races in terms of DNFs. So it'll be interesting to see how the predictions go on that one. It's pretty well known for those who have watched previously for taking quite a few people out and not holding back. So that should be an exciting one. That is going to be it for this stream. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.